First round, ladies and gentlemen, the co-star of Creed. You've seen her in Westworld. She's the superheroine Valkyrie, and she is here. Creed 2, Tessa Thompson!
Tessa to the right, ready, please.
Creed 2, moments away from the world premiere in the theaters here. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's a very layered film with, you know, a nuanced relationship, a love story, a little bit of revenge, action. It'll make you laugh, make you smile, it'll make you cry. I think it'll make you angry, and keep you on the edge of your seats. Rocky, you know, meant to so many people. You know what that franchise meant. You know, working with Ryan Coogler, being able to give my generation Rocky to the people, something people can be inspired to see, a role model. Who doesn't love a boxing film with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, you know, underdog story, and something to root for. He's a really, really smart guy, incredible actor. So to kind of get him on set and watch him flip that switch from Sly to Rocky is pretty cool to see.
It feels surreal. I mean, I'm a fan of this franchise since I'm a little kid. So I was growing up with all those movies, and it actually kept me motivated and inspired me to actually start training and working out. So being now part of this franchise is simply an honor. I'm playing the son of Ivan Drago, Viktor Drago, and the difference between me and Ivan is that, you know, I'm not playing an Ivan 2.0 here. I'm playing a different character, and like Creed has its own DNA, even though it's part of the franchise, right? So we try to create something different here, a different kind of villain. And I'm playing my character with a lot of emotions, a lot of heart.
You know, you hope that you get to a point in a character, particularly when you come and play a character multiple times, which I've done now in the second installment of Creed, is that you begin to not know where the character ends and you begin. I feel like that's probably what Sly has with Rocky. He's been playing Rocky for 40 years. So I'm really grateful that I feel like I get to a place of synchronicity with Bianca, but she certainly takes me into new spaces, like getting to write and perform original music. That is new for me. Each of the Rocky films, and thereby the Creed films, are really films about family, about love, about relationships. This one is solidly steeped inside a family. And inside of that, I think something that's really unique that hasn't been done before is really humanizing the would-be villain in the form of Drago. You have Drago's son who comes in here and he's the opponent, but his story is complicated and you have a sense of his family dynamic. And so I think when those two men get into the ring, it's not cut and dry in terms of who should win and who should lose. They both have a lot on the line, and I think it makes the fight scenes really electric. He's so iconic, you know. You forget that, and then suddenly we're in a scene, and he's in the ring, and just all the audience, you know, 1,000 people just start chanting "Rocky, Rocky." He means so much to people, and you know now it's done very often that people write, produce, act, and things. But when Sly did it, he was really a renegade. So he's really an inspiration to folks like me and to Mike that want to take agency over their own career, that want to produce things, that want to be more than a cog in something moving. So he's a living inspiration.
It's surreal. I mean, it's wonderful in one way, and you know, I'm very grateful to Stallone, who came up with all these ideas. He thought of the Soviet fighter back in '85. Then, you know, 33 years later, he thinks of bringing this guy back, but like a new version, like the sort of layered, kind of complex version of the original guy. So I could bring a lot of my own personality and what happened to me in the last 30 years to this character. And it was with a great director as Stephen Capel. It was wonderful, really. Well, all the Rocky movies are special because it's really about family and love and relationships more than boxing. And I think this one especially is about father-sons. It's about me, my son. It's about Adonis and his father, who he never met. It's about Stallone and Rocky Balboa and his son. And I think those are like really great themes that, you know, everybody can relate to.
It's an honor, man. I think when we took the series this go around, I feel like it's definitely layered. I feel like it's the next chapter of these guys' next life that feels organic, you know. So again, I'm just pleased to be here, and I'm really looking forward to people enjoying the movie. I think it's one thing that we say, and a lot of movies say they're about family, but I think for this particular film, you definitely see the levels of family, you know what I mean, the layers behind it, whether it be your fatherhood, whether it be you're about to become a father, rewriting history, as we so-called put it, but everyone's connected in some sort of way, you know what I mean, and I think really at the core of it, when you're worried about legacy and when you're worried about where you're about to go, at the end of it, at the core of it, it's just literally how does your family think about you, what you've done for them, purpose, you know.
Because of like kind of the thematic like resonance of the, you know, the previous Rocky films, Creed, you know, it was actually pretty easy to kind of mine for, you know, character, you know what I mean? Because the franchise has so much character work, you know, and people forget that the first Rocky movie is like intensely character centric, you know, and so like kind of mining that, you know, was really fun, you know what I mean? With Sly, I think that the themes kind of write themselves, kind of given the way the characters are set up. The parallels between Viktor and Adonis, you know, they're there for you.
I think for a movie like this, a sports movie, like a boxing movie, it's like you really have to tell the story, what's going on the screen with the music. So when you see Drago giving Creed punches, you hear Drago's theme playing. When Creed takes over and punches Drago, like the music turns into his theme. So it's like it's always a battle. It's like what you see on the screen is also you're also hearing the music.
This basically is a brand new hero, somebody we could root for on a whole different circumstances, sociologically, generationally, and it's important, I think. It's an important story to tell.
If you're heading that way,
Hey there, here's today's Daily Fact. Now, Sylvester Stallone is an advocate for authenticity. When he was filming Rocky IV, he told Dolph Lundgren to actually punch him, which he did. And Michael B. Jordan did the same when he filmed the Rocky spin-off Creed, and even got knocked out at one point. Now click here below to subscribe for more great content, or on the side to watch another video.